Hey guys, what's up? It's Austin from Know Your Music, and I've got another review for you today. This time we're going to go with one of my favorites, as opposed to one of those multi-million sellers that I've been doing so far. This one maybe reached the 500,000 sales mark, somewhere around there, I think. This is Western Underground from Chris LeDoux from 1991, his first major label album. Mostly a traditional country album. So as far as the musical input on here, there's nothing hard or heavy at all. The songs, the majority of them do include a guitar solo, but certainly not a squealing or anything ear-piercing on that. So we'll jump right into the lyrical content on these. The first track, County Fair, talks about a cowboy and young love. Nothing really, obviously there's no profanities on there. It does mention not wanting to go into the Tunnel of Love ride on the in the fair, but going on the Ferris wheel instead. So that's about as far as that goes. Track 2, Riding for a Fall. This one is basically, the narrator of this story is somebody talking to himself and telling himself that he needs to go back and stop being on the road or on the range. It's a cowboy song, and to stay with the woman that he loves. And lyrically on this one, Chris does mention the word hell, and not referring to the place. Aside from that, it's a very clean song. Thank the Cowboy for the Ride, track 3. Again, a song about young love. It's a song that talks about two kids that have sort of grown up together, and then it just touches on 3 different points in their lives. Once when they're young children, once when they're in their late teens, and then again as they're older, having been married, kids moved out, retired. The only thing in this song that I would say might be something to look out for is it does mention that during the late teen years, it says later on in the front porch swing, he pulled her to the side and she thanked the cowboy for the ride. With as clean as most of Chris's lyrics have been throughout his career, to me this is Goodnight Kiss. But it might mean something different to you, and it might mean something different to other people who listen to it, including your children. So that might be something just to look out for. Cadillac Cowboy, just track 4 on this. This is a rodeo song, which is something that Chris has done forever, since 1972. And that's the majority of his lyrics is about rodeo, because that's what he knows the best. No profanities, no innuendo, nothing to look out for on that one. Good clean track. This Cowboy's Hat, track 5. Another cowboy song, obviously. This one does mention being in a coffee shop and drinking a cup, if you're averse to that in any way. And it also talks about basically, almost a fight breaking out between bikers and cowboys in the bar, but it definitely does have a good, good message to it and a good clean ending to it before anything happens, and they go their separate ways and everybody's happy. That's about all there is in that one. Track 6, Shot Full of Love. This one is another love song. Obviously, it's about a young man meeting a young woman who basically makes him want to change his ways and settle down and be with somebody. So it sort of alludes to the fact that the guy has kind of played around a little bit and broken a lot of hearts. It does not take it any further than that. It doesn't say anything more than breaking hearts. For this type of song, we've all heard them that have just taken that way too far. Just the idea of, when somebody finally calms down and settles down where they've already been. This one is about as clean as you can make that situation. Track 7, The Last Drive-In, talks about childhood memories and You know, things that are based around an old drive-in theater and just kind of standing around watching the machinery come in and tear the drive-in down. Lyrically, the only thing that you might want to take note of in that one is it does talk about watching James Bond with his golden girls, and that's about it. Everything else on that one is just basically sounds like a modern day, you know, cowboy song talking about being young and remembering the good days, the good old days, I guess. Track 8, Yellow Brick Road Turns Blue. Again, lyrically a clean track, just like all these are as far as profanities go and innuendo and things like that. However, this one is a little bit of a sadder song. It's a sort of a breakup song where the guy is basically saying that you know, whatever you're leaving me for, whatever you're out there searching for, if it doesn't come, you know, to fruition, then I'll just be waiting here for you, and you know, I'll be here when you get back. And track 9, Setting the Woods on Fire. It's a good, another good cowboy song, just a good old time, sort of a out in the woods party song. Just basically talks about dancing and, you know, the guy being with his wife and having a good time together, and very clean track. Nothing that I would even have to feel like I needed to explain away or anything like that. And the last track is Working Man's Dollar. This is a good blue collar type song. Very clean, with the exception of mentioning buying, you know, the working man's dollar being used to buy the person an ice cold beer at one point in time in the song. And aside from that, again, everything on there is really clean. And that's it. It's a 10-track album. I've never felt like there was anything on here that I needed to skip past or explain away or anything like that when listening with the kids in the car. Again, it is just my opinion, and I just want you to know your music, and that's why we're here. Again, this is 1991 Chris LeDoux's Western Underground. Please feel free to like and comment and subscribe. Send me your requests. You can do that in the comments below, or you can send them to me via email on knowyourmusicnow@yahoo.com. And you can also check us out on Facebook. Just search Know Your Music and look for the logo that's the same as what's on the webpage here. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.